You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter. I slice through the turf like warm butter, planting dreams in the grass, one putt under. You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, your friendly unabashed cup cutter. If you're new to the podcast, you know there are a few things I like to do. One, I like to have weekly episodes where I talk about golf with my guys. Two, I love to give insights on the greenskeepers because you guys know I'm your friendly unabashed cup cutter. And the third thing I like to do is travel my 1971 Volkswagen bus and have conversations. I have conversations with golf pros, club fitters, superintendents, cart girls, you name it. I love talking with everybody. And I'm actually here now in Largo to talk to a fitness trainer called Full Torque Fitness with Dan Shipman. Brother, thank you for wanting to be on the podcast.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you. That's number two.
That's number two,
Like I said before. So we're out here at Full Torque Fitness.
Yes, sir.
At your joint, brother. I just made a post here just recently that you can't judge a book by its cover.
Not
you
at
would
all.
never have guessed that this is and I'll say it now, congratulations.
Thank you.
Golf Digest Top 50 fitness trainer for golf.
Yep.
Brother, that is an amazing accomplishment.
Thank you.
Dude, yeah, awesome, dude. It is amazing. Again, I just went in there, folks, to check out your place, and I am very impressed. Dude, that is a top A, first class fitness thing in a warehouse-looking building where you have, what's over here? You have countertops, you have whatever.
Flooring, yeah.
Flooring, and you have the best name for golf, for a fitness center, Full Torque.
Yep.
Dude, awesome, bro. So let's get this party started, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Dan, where are you from?
I've actually lived in Pinellas County since 1987, but
Okay.
I was born in Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so I've lived here. You just call me a Floridian at this point, because
Yeah.
I've been here since I was 6.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah, that
yeah.
doesn't count then.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So you stayed in Florida pretty much your whole time, all that
Yep.
jazz? And
Moved away a little bit, but not even a full year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Lived in this county the whole time.
Awesome, and you're loving it.
Oh,
Dude,
absolutely.
this is the best. Dude, we're actually getting ready to, we lived over right by USF.
Okay.
Like right when I retired from the military. I went back to school. VA was paying me to get another degree. I'm like, sure. USF was the #1 school for veterans. I'm like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
And dude, we're anxious to move to this side of the bay. We're actually getting ready to move later on this year, buy a house. Bro, we're looking more towards like Newport Richey area.
Okay.
Kind of a little further north, but
My
dude.
oldest stepson lives there.
Oh yeah, awesome, dude. Yeah. So, and you live close by, I would assume.
I live
or?
about 10 minutes north of here in Clearwater.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta love it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Clearwater's the shit. This whole area. We got friends down south. We have friends that live in Gulfport. They really want us. A shout out to Jan and Jesse. They have a 72 bus.
Okay.
And they really want us to move down there. But I'm like, I'm just afraid of flooding. I'm afraid of the hurricane, just because of this thing. Honestly.
You won't have any of that in Newport Richey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So shit, man. So you're Floridian pretty much. You live down here. So before we talk about the fitness, your Full Torque Fitness gym that you have here,
Yeah.
let's get to know about you. Because
right.
again, I don't think a lot of people realize that what you do, what you have here. Even though you're named Golf Digest, Trainer of the Year for 25 and 26. Let's start off with golf, because this is a fitness golf, based.
Yeah.
What got you into golf?
It's funny, like the very first job I ever had, I was a busboy at Seminole Lake Country Club, right over here. That was 30 years ago,
Yeah.
whatever. I got to play a little bit, but that's also when I played high school football.
Okay, I was
right?
going to ask you. Okay.
So I didn't play golf much. It was just like you get to go out free as an employee once in a while. Didn't really pay attention to it. I mean, I played a little, but it wasn't my thing because I was a football player.
Yeah.
Then it really didn't happen until I went to get my degree in exercise science.
Oh, awesome.
I have a bachelor's from Barry University in Miami.
Cool.
As a part of my internship that you have to do to get your degree, I went to, you may have heard of it, IMG Academy.
Yep.
And I worked with all rotational sports, so golf, tennis, and baseball, right? So I worked with those 3 sports, high schoolers, but also got to work with, a couple of pro baseball, pro football, whatever. Left there. We're going to get the whole story right now.
Of course, brother. Brother, we have all the time in the world until you got to go. I love the time.
But so I got done with my internship, moved on to a place that doesn't exist anymore, but it was called the Performance Compound in Tampa.
Okay.
We had pro baseball and pro football players in there. I mean, when I say that, I'm going to just say like the top of the
course,
top, right?
Brother, absolutely.
so I got to train them, but also we had like regular fitness people, anybody that wanted to be in there. But we also had a couple of pro golfers, a couple of basketball players, a couple of hockey, but it was really baseball and football. I left there right as my now 10-year-old twins, almost 11-year-old twins were being born, and left there for a minute, and then I was training at a couple of smaller local gyms, and one guy was like, "Hey, I'm a golfer, can you help me?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I've done this many times." So I started helping that golfer. That golfer turned into 2, turned into 4, turned into, I now have 4 locations, over 100 golfers we help almost every week between all of my trainers and locations. I've never really looked back. So kind of fell into it.
Yeah.
I will not lie. I'm not the greatest golfer. I barely play at all. I just don't have time. My kids play hockey, so I play more hockey right now.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm from Maine.
Okay.
I played left wing and center.
Okay.
I played until I was in my 30s.
Awesome.
We'll keep going.
But yeah, that's basically where it all got to golf, is it just kind of fell into my lap, and I just dug in deep and said, okay, well, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. With those first, probably 10 clients, I was still working at other places, and somebody came to me and basically said, you should open your own. So I started running the numbers, and I had a client that was way smarter than I am. They're still smarter than I am when it comes to money. And he looked at me and said, because we ran the numbers, he's like, if you don't open your own, I'm not training with you anymore.
Whoa.
And I was like,
okay.
Fair enough. So we opened we're actually, next year, so 2027, February 1st, will be 10 years open.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah.
With 4 locations.
With 4 locations, hoping for a 5th maybe in Tampa.
Wow, man. That is awesome. So the fact that you said football, but so then let's talk about sports in here for a second.
Absolutely.
Before we get into it, because again, we're getting to know you. You said you have 2 twins. How old are they?
So they will be 11 in June.
Awesome. Boys, girls?
1 of each.
Wow, awesome. And they both play hockey?
Yes.
Awesome, dude.
Play street hockey through the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome. And yourself, and how did
So me, it's more like I just play to practice with them.
Okay, cool.
Right? I was not a hockey player.
Yep, all
Again,
good.
all my sports I played soccer, baseball, football growing up, right? I do play golf. I have a simulator in the gym, but I don't have a ton of time.
Yeah.
We continue to grow for some reason, right? But for them, it was, they played every sport, trying them out, and they found street hockey. It's indoor street hockey, so they're in sneakers. They're using it looks like a lacrosse ball.
Yep. I know what you mean.
They don't wear pads.
Yeah.
Except for the goalie.
Yep.
And it's usually 3-on-3 now because it got bigger. And it's through the Tampa Bay Lightning made training center in North Tampa. So they play every week. In fact, my son had a goal that I watched it. I was like, whoa. He came across. He's a lefty. He came across the front of the goalie. He stopped the ball, went past it, turned back, and backhanded it behind the goalie. I was like,
let's go.
You know when you just
makes
you stop?
I know.
You're like, I don't know how he learned to do that.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Awesome. It's such an awesome sport because the transitions. It doesn't matter if it's street hockey, ice hockey, or roller hockey.
Yep.
I've done all 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I play mostly ice hockey, but I mean, I love playing street hockey. I actually haven't been on the ice since 2014, but I got my sons into it. We still play. It is just a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Especially on the feet. It's a lot of transitioning. Oh, it's a lot of cardio and endurance. That's the big one.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. That's man, that is the big one. So you say you don't get a chance to golf too much, right?
Yep.
Obviously you said it's time. What would you say then with golf? Like, where would you stand? Like I'm not gonna say handicap.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you don't get a chance to golf as much. Are you a decent golfer, poor golfer? What would you?
I'm a horrible golfer. I'm just gonna be straight up.
At least we're honest, brother.
I don't even have a handicap right now because I haven't played in over a year.
Who cares?
Don't get me wrong.
If
I go out there and catch one, it'll go 350.
Yeah. Because you have the torque.
I have the power.
Literally.
Literally. Yeah, I have the full torque, right?
Yeah.
But I got to catch it right.
Yeah.
I
know.
But also I can hit one 350 completely right.
Yeah.
So,
I hear you.
Not the greatest game, but I will go out and play. I do have fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the last time I played, it hasn't been a full year. I played in North Carolina last year while we were on a vacation.
Gotcha.
But otherwise I just don't have
time, man.
Well,
I know.
I have the 2 kids, and then second marriage, I have 4 more kids that are all married and 3 grandkids now with that. So
awesome.
There's no time.
Yeah, no, I hear you, brother. It's funny. Like when I started the podcast, I golf less. I mean, as you know, we both just turned 45.
Both of us,
brother, and time is just,
yep.
Right? I mean, it's especially now you have the two young ones. I mean, obviously your grandfather. Just time, dude. It's like you have to treasure every moment.
Yep.
You know, it's we try to squeeze in as much as we can each time. We try to stay off our phones. We try to spend as much time with our family. I just told a guy I got invited out to play on Sunday. I'm like, sorry, bro, that's my family day.
Yeah, especially Easter.
Especially on Easter, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Let's talk about golf movies.
Okay.
Do you watch any golf movies yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's go with your top 3 favorite golf movies.
Well, number 1 is going to be Caddyshack.
Okay, no
Number
worries.
1 has to be Caddyshack. Number 2 and 3. So like Billy Madison was great, right?
Yep.
Not Billy Madison. I'm sorry. Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
I got
Happy
it
Gilmore.
backwards.
Yep.
It was great. I almost like the second one better in a way because I love the bad guy.
Okay.
The evil guy.
Yeah.
You know, I can't remember his name.
Yep.
I kind of block it out because he's such a jerk.
Yeah.
But honestly, what is it? 10 Cup.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah.
You're the third bro in a row. Talk about that movie.
Yes.
Dude, it's the best. I think it's the best. Dude.
I said Caddyshack's number 1, but 10 Cup's great.
Yeah, I like Caddyshack. So I don't even say like the 1, 2, 3. I'm just like Caddyshack is great for the comedy.
Yeah.
It's Caddyshack.
Yeah.
It's a classic. You can't build it with Bill Murray, all the whole crew. But I think with Tin Cup, it's like it's so relatable.
Yes.
Right, and it's like it's just some golf golf pro guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Club, at the driving range, Roy is just awesome. But to be on hole number 18, shoot 12 shots, doesn't care. Let's just get the ball right. I love Tin Cup. That's my number 1.
Yeah.
Bro, awesome, dude. Oh, that's good stuff. And so, do your kids, the 2 younger ones, they just hockey? They don't play golf, or have you tried to get into it? Or
So they've played at like Top Golf and
Pop Stroke.
Golfology stuff. They haven't been to Pop Stroke yet.
Okay.
I have, but they haven't yet. And they've played like on my sim, and I have taken them to Bayou Club here.
Okay.
Out on the course a little bit, but they don't care about that.
Yeah.
They like playing the games at Top Golf. You know, they don't
Of
care
course.
about like
Angry Birds or whatever
definitely.
it is. Yeah.
And you guys set it on easy so they can
Of
hit it
course.
5 yards and it counts.
Of course.
But no, they're plus my son wants to like hold the stick like a hockey stick, right? So it's hard to transition that for him right now.
Brother, I hear you, because the fact that I played hockey into my mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
But my thing was, as a hockey player, I just wanted to crush. And I played left wing.
Okay.
That's the only sport I play lefty in.
Okay.
Everything else I'm a righty.
Okay.
Hockey, it's just natural. I still to this day, after I've been playing, 8 years now, 9 years, I still want to crush the damn
So do you
ball.
golf left or right?
No, everything is righty.
Okay.
Hockey, I'm only left. It's weird.
It's probably better that you play golf righty so you don't crush as hard as you would if it was left.
That is very true. But then I can get a good backhand, like your son.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh man, awesome. So let's do a little quickie.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw my podcast. I love to have a quickie with my guests. I either do it on the fly or I love to have a quickie in my Volkswagen.
Okay.
It's called Your Fuck Quickie, Your Friendly and Abashed Cup Cutter. Again, that's my podcast. Your Fuck Quickie, 5 quick questions.
Gotcha.
Ready?
Let's do it.
How many practice swings?
Oh, 3.
Your favorite shot or club?
Oh, probably 7.
Okay. I'm the second person to say that. Music or no music when you play, when you get a chance to play?
I don't care.
Okay, all right, nothing wrong with that. When you get a chance to putt, do you read the green? Do you dissect it? Or do you just kind of give 2 looks and just putt away?
I'm a more like, I get to squat, line it up with my putter, and move on with my life.
Tracking. Driver or passenger?
Oh, I'm definitely driver.
Yeah. Control?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I can be the little spoon. That's fine. I'll be the passenger princess. I got the hair for it. I can do it. Dude, well, hopefully it was a nice, easy, quick quickie.
Oh, that was a quick quickie.
Awesome. I'd love to get him out there real quick and just to see if we can golf together. Music, you don't care. You can be the driver. I can be the passenger, and you like to play a quick game of golf.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of dissecting the green too much, maybe because I'm not the best golfer either, but I'm probably going to miss it anyway.
Yep.
You know what I mean? What's going to make the difference?
I just want to get it within like a small circle around it, and then I can make the easy putt.
Can't agree with you more, bro. I can't agree with you more. So let's get more into the fitness journey, right? So you did the whole, it was the torque, getting that twist of the hip and such like that, and getting into it with your degree in physiology. Is it? Was it
exercise science? Yep.
Exercise science. Okay. You started the Golf Fitness Center, or your business here, almost 10 years ago now, just shy of it. What got you into fitness then? What got you into wanting to do this?
So fitness, actually, I, like a lot of, even you talked about it, you know, you talked about you got overweight for a minute and then you've lost some weight. So I played football. I left high school. I actually went to UCF. I actually was trying to be a computer programmer. Didn't do that because I didn't like sitting at a desk all day. I ended up actually laying tile for a living.
Oh,
right.
okay.
So you can check out the bathrooms here. I did it myself. I did that for a few years.
Oh, that's funny.
But I got out of shape. I mean, I was in shape, but I wasn't in shape.
I hear you.
I was overweight. Wasn't happy with the direction of my life, and actually ended up after a while. I was here's a throwback. I was overnight stock at Kmart. Kmart. There you go.
Wow.
And part of it was you're not allowed to leave in the middle of the night, so you had your breaks inside the store. They locked the store up, right? With like 5 of us in there stocking the shelves. So I'd read books and magazines and things that they had. Well, I read Men's Health, and I wasn't happy with my life. I smoked cigarettes at the time, all that kind of stuff, right? So I started reading. I was like, oh, let me try doing this. And within 6 months, I probably lost like 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Got in shape, and then didn't even think, hey, I want to be a trainer, right? Somebody came to me, he's like, hey, I know what you've done. Can you help me? And I was like, yeah, I think so. So I started helping somebody else. And then it was like, oh, let me get a book on fitness and read. Oh, let me get 100 of them and read all of them, right? And I just kept reading it like a sponge, absorbing everything about fitness, right? Now, most of this stuff was just your general like bodybuilder type stuff. But I said, this is fun, but I said, I want to train pro athletes. I want to work for like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and train their athletes, right? Or the Rays or whatever. And so I said, I got to get a degree, to work with athletes. So I went back to school and ended up going to Barry University and getting my bachelor's. And that's where I said, oh, I want to work with pro athletes. So I went to IMG to work with the high school athletes. But again, they had some pro athletes coming through. Got to watch the guys get ready for the NFL Combine. This is back when like Ryan Tannehill was going through, getting ready for the Combine. Yeah.
Oh, man, Tannehill.
So we had him, and we had Geno Smith was there that year.
Yeah.
So we had, it was fun seeing those guys. And I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. Then I got over to the place that, the Performance Compound, where I started as an intern and worked my way actually all the way up to director of the facility.
Wow.
Strength coach, all that. Had a good time there, but I left to open my own. Well, eventually open my own, didn't know it at the time. But again, I got to train with pro baseball, pro football. The problem is, unless you're with a team, they're only around for a month or two a year.
Yeah.
What are you doing the rest of the year? You got the guys getting ready for the Combine. Maybe they have 3 months if they're not in the playoffs. If they're in the playoffs, they have a month and a half. Same with baseball. Their off season ends. If they go all the way, they're in basically November.
Yeah.
Then they might want to take a few weeks off. Now you have December, January. They're starting to spring train. They already are going to be here anyways for spring training. But again, you don't have all that much time.
The longevity with them to really get to work with them.
So you got to be with the team.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to lie. The trail to get from like a college student to get to a team is a very long and arduous trail that really most of the time ends up in you getting paid $30,000 a year, right? And it's not something that is viable for long term, especially with kids, right? So I was like, well, I can't do that. So it just worked out that, it led to where we are now.
Wow. Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah.
You make a very good point, though, the fact that when these guys are here just for a short period of time, as we know, you don't get the proper, I want to say the proper, that's not me, that's what I want to say, like the whole muscle memory for the long period of time, or the fitness journey with somebody, or the training with them for only a month and a half. You're getting like I want to say the scrapes. I don't want to say that. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to get as much as you can, feed them as much as you can, information, get them squared away in such a short period of time. Squeeze it all in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, dude. Man.
You have to do that pretty good with the Combine guys, because it's like get them ready for the show, put them on the show, and then they're done, and they don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, I'm tracking. I hear you, man. Dude. So, wow. Would you say that the fact that you've done so well, you have that great work ethic, and the fact that now you're the Golf Digest 20, top 50, do you think that helped out a lot? I mean, that's
what's
huge.
funny? No, I don't think it helped out that
Really?
much.
Okay.
I mean, it's great to have that social proof, right?
Of course.
But it's not how I get clients. We actually are going to be doing some social media marketing for the first time ever this summer, because we want to hey, we could still grow.
Yeah.
And I told you I want to open up Tampa maybe. That's I'd love to be like Carrollwood-ish area with the next location, but we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
No, we haven't really ever done any real marketing.
Wow.
Most of it's word of mouth.
Wow.
The other thing that I'll do is hey, if you have a country club that's doing a member guest or member tournament or a charity tournament, we would love to come out and stretch your people out. Help them warm up before a round of golf, right? That's what we do. We come out, we offer, if you sit down on the table, you can sign up and get a free evaluation or more if need be. But, we just come out. We just want to, you might call it stretching. Sometimes we might stretch a little, but we might also actually activate muscles. So we might actually make you do a couple exercises, right? We also have done it where we come out, especially at LPGA stuff out at Cove K.
Okay.
They'll have like the practice green with like 50 people around us, and we'll all be doing a warm up together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That is rad, dude.
Yeah.
We have an amazing fitness facility at Temple Palms Country Club, and our members guest tournament is huge.
I believe it. A lot of them are.
I'm talking a lot.
Yeah.
So throwing it out there, I can easily talk to KK, our golf director, but it's in Temple Palms. It's right next to USF. We're literally 2 miles away from USF.
I'm not too worried about that.
Okay.
The location. I actually have clients here that come here twice a week that live over by the Eagles.
Wow.
That's like I've got clients that drive. They are not afraid to drive to
to get the class act. Because again, folks, I can't wait to share these photos in this video. That your facility blew me away, bro. I saw two. There's a bunch of these, what do you call them?
Roll-up doors.
Roll-up doors. Thank you. And I'm like, oh, maybe you're in these two, you're in this one. But I'm telling you, folks, I can't wait to see the bathroom with your tile.
Yeah,
tile
of course. I am a little proud of it,
Dude, that is amazing, man. I am so happy for you, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, and again, I am so excited again. I said it like 3 or 4 times, and this is like number 3. Thanks for wanting to be on here and just I can't wait to just keep learning more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also, I would love to come out here.
So what you're saying is we got to get you evaluated.
Sir, that's a very, I did a little bit of research, which that's a great segue.
Okay.
Because you do like what, a 20, 30 minute evaluation assessment on somebody, or how does that?
I would say, just plan on an hour.
Okay.
Because you come in, you got to fill out a little paperwork as always, right?
Okay.
Because I want to know all your old injuries.
I was going to say, let's use me as an example.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Dan, I want to be a part of your fitness thing. I've golfed. I've got some injuries, some military injuries. Let's walk it through it. What are the steps? What's happening here?
Like we said, the evaluation, you got to come in.
Okay.
We're going to sit down. I want to know all your old injuries. I got to know things like heart health, diabetes, asthma, anything that might affect fitness, right?
Okay.
So I just got to make sure I cover all my bases, know if there's any supplements or medications that affect your blood pressure, heart rates, whatever, so that we are aware. We do have a few diabetic people, and we do have, especially the type 1 diabetics that come in, we have extra sugar for them if their sugar goes low, because we know, right? I want to make sure, I told you it's a country club, we take care of our people.
Awesome.
So with the injuries, next is your goals. What is the goal, right? I don't want to just say, oh, I want to be a better golfer. No. It's like saying, I have people come in, especially some of the ladies, they're like, oh, my daughter's getting married, I want to get into a dress. That's more specific, right? Not just I want to lose weight.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to know, what's your goal? I want to be a better golfer. Do you want to hit the ball further? Do you need more balance? Do you not shift weight to your left? Are you not able to rotate into your right hip if you're a right-handed golfer? Do you have pain in your low back, your knee, your shoulders, your elbows? What's going on that's holding you back from your best game? Then we're going to do the evaluation. The evaluation, it takes stuff from the TPI, Titleist Performance Institute. It also takes stuff, so I don't do their full evaluation. I take stuff from it. I take stuff from what's known as the FMS, the Functional Movement Screen. I take stuff from what we did with pro athletes. And I take stuff from what it's called the SFMA, the Selective Functional Movement Assessment. It's physical therapy stuff, right? Because I want to check out rotator cuffs, things like that. So I put that all together and created my own assessment, right? My own evaluation. What we're going to do after we've talked about all this, and I understand your goals wholly, is we're going to go over and do the evaluation. And all I'm looking for in the evaluation is what's holding you back from reaching that goal.
And that's what the golf simulator,
It can be. It can be.
Okay.
If needed, right?
Okay.
Most of the time, it's more what movement. So if I have you lay on your back and we just rotate our hip in and out, right? Internal and external rotation. And you're like, well, I can't get into my right hip. Well, is it because you can't internally rotate your right hip, right? Or is it because while we're doing it, we test balance? Is it because your body won't allow something because it's afraid you're going to fall? Our bodies are really, really smart. They try to protect us. They won't let us have, and this happens a lot more than people think. So here's a great little tip. Work on your balance. Our golf swing, even though we stand on two legs, it's right leg to left leg for a right-handed golfer, right? So we have to be able to balance, and then you have to roll out onto your left foot out on the outside. If we are unbalanced, our body and our brain won't let us use all of our power. It'll hold us back because it's afraid of hurting itself, falling, whatever it is, especially if you're one of those golfers that tends to kind of fall forward as you swing, right? Your body will never let you have all the strength you have or all your power, all your torque, right? Because it is afraid of hurting itself. So we have to give the brain what it needs, which may be more balance, to allow the body to do what it needs to do to hit the ball further or have less pain or whatever.
Wow. So a lot of the things that you're talking about. So I'm a military vet, gone through some stuff. I have 2 shoulder surgeries with rotator cuff, torn distal bicep,
Okay.
all these other things. I think like my hip doesn't release, all these type of things. Everything that you're saying, I'm like, man, I need to get in here. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I want to use more of my hip. I know I maybe have some balancing issues legitimately. I know I'm a big guy. I know I can lift heavy and everything like that. But I got guys that are smaller than me that can, bam, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. And then something else that you just talked about, like the things, just me personally, is like, I remember when I go through physical therapies and stuff like that, Dave, you need to let go. Dave, relax. Dave, you need to, because my body is trying to protect itself because of all the injuries I've already had.
Yeah.
Man, you bring that right on the money, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm not a physical therapist.
Yeah.
I'm a personal trainer.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of what physical therapy does. I do have a physical therapist that we work with if it's beyond me.
Okay.
I shouldn't say I have multiple. I have chiropractors. I have people that if we need to get blood work done, I've got a whole network,
Wow.
right? I've got orthos, whatever it is, right? Because I want my clients to have the best care. And when my clients have a bad time with somebody, whether it's an ortho, a golf pro, whatever it is, I'm going to be more reluctant to not send them more people, right? Because I have something to uphold, right? And that's the client's, love of the game, ability to play the game. I don't want them to have a bad experience with anything, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I've got a network of people that I send them to if we can't handle it. But the good news is a lot of times we can't.
Wow.
I've had people, there's actually, go to my Google reviews, one of my last people that reviewed me, it's a big one. She goes to my church. She came in here because she's been spending thousands of dollars on doctors to help fix her back. She couldn't get anything. She's seen every kind of doctor there is, right? Neurosurgeons, everything. Couldn't figure it out. I spent an hour with her. I gave her 3 exercises to do. She did them for 2 weeks. Pain's gone.
Wow.
Right? Sometimes what our body needs to heal is just movement. I gave her the movement that her body needed to allow, like you're talking about the tightness of the muscles,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what if I did movement that just, you didn't have to think about relaxing. We did the movement that automatically increased your range of motion, right? Yes, sometimes I still have the people, I'm like, dude, you got to breathe, because we do have to remember when we breathe in, we tighten our muscles. When we breathe out, things relax and move better. So they need to remember to breathe. But seriously, like, this is one of my favorite sayings. Motion is lotion. Right? And that sounds a little awkward.
That's okay.
But,
You can say that on your Fuck Golf podcast.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
it can
course.
go into another website. I'm just kidding.
So that other site's going to be tagged. No, I'm joking.
Exactly, no, 100%.
But yeah, so
Dude.
people, especially like you hear, like the shoulder joint, people get stiff, right? There's a
Yeah.
bursa sac in there. You might hear bursitis, right?
Yes, yep, yep.
So the bursa sac in there, there's synovial fluid inside of that, right? The fluid in it has to move around. If it doesn't, because you don't move your shoulder, it sits in one area. The area that it sits is lubricated. The area where it doesn't go becomes dry and brittle. Now we start to have problems. So if we just constantly, it doesn't have to be like crazy movements, but you need to move every day, right? Going for a walk moves the blood, moves all that stuff, right? It's crazy how, this is why I love golfers too. They have better quality of life later on because they keep moving.
Yes.
As opposed to people that don't move and just sit and watch TV.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. It's funny that you just said something about moving. I was over at Countryside about to have a conversation, or was it Country, one of the two. Somebody stopped by and said, Dave, I follow your podcast. It's amazing. It's funny, blah, blah, blah. You're a cup cutter. And it's like, you have no issues bending down. And so, yes, my knee does bother me from time to time, just from, I'm a little bit older, whatever, it does kind of snag. But still, I can still squat down, fix something, everything, no problem at all, at 45.
Yeah.
There's some guys that are even younger than me that still cannot. I call it the Filipino squat, where I can still be flat-footed and still have my all the way down. You know what I'm saying? And I have no problem with it still, because I'm still be able to move, all that jazz. But you make a very good point. It's like, you got to keep moving. Because, I mean, if we're in our 40s now, I'm going to say just 40s. I'm not going to say halfway to 90. But we're in our 40s. We want to be able to keep moving when we get to 90.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Absolutely.
the big thing that I think I know a lot of golfers say, well, they walk, not taking the car. They would rather keep moving, get a little bit of exercise, maybe hustle a little bit when they get to their ball, but there's still that range of motion, so they're not stiffening up when they're in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and so forth.
Quality of life, baby.
Oh, 100%, bro. Oh, dude, 100%. So I think that's also, too, something I wanted to mention about is, like, people don't realize that, yes, golf could be leisurely, it could be relaxing, whatever, but you need to be fit and you need to have endurance. Is that something that you guys here provide to as well, or is it mostly just the torque?
So, remember we talked about goals.
Correct.
We do whatever the goal is. Right? So if the goal is to play better 18 holes, right? Maybe at hole 14 they just get tired, right? We'll do endurance, right? We'll do it, but maybe we also need to talk about nutrition, because we do that a lot, especially in the summer here in Florida. We talk a lot about hydration. Like I probably need to like talk more. I mean, I talk a ton, but already about it, but also food and nutrition. Because we want to make sure that while you're out there on the course, not only do you have the energy to sustain yourself through the round, but also focus. Mental. We don't want our blood sugar spiking and going, right? We want to keep it kind of even keel the whole way. So we talk about these. In fact, that we did a talk with the LPGA amateurs. We did one at Vinoy. I think we have one coming up soon at Bel Air, where we went and talked to them about hydration and nutrition and how to do a proper warm-up before a round of golf. Get a group of 50 people sitting in a room, have them experience it. Of course. Give them like a bag of sample nutrition things, and help them understand. Sometimes you just get tired because you didn't eat enough protein or you didn't eat anything, right? Oh my gosh, how many people they go out for a round and they wonder why they're so bad on 17, 18 when all they've had is like 6 transfusions. And it's 4 hours. Yep. I mean, you can't train for a marathon, because like I told you before, I used to run marathons. Yeah. And everything like that. I used to have my gel packets, everything, just to make sure that I maintained the performance. Yep. Because people don't realize transfusions. They'll be drinking all day, maybe have some water, and they'll wonder why they're exhausted, because they have no consumption for that long period of time. Yep. Dude, you right on the money. Yeah. And again, do you guys provide any of that type of stuff when it comes to nutritional information? My wife is also one of my trainers. Oh, awesome. So she does most of the nutrition counseling. Cool. If people want weight loss, things like that. The stuff for around the, like out on the course, it's more like we kind of give like, hey, here's what you need to do. And then we talk to them about it and we keep checking in, because one of the things that you have to do when you're doing nutrition on the course is, I say all these things like, okay, you need to make sure you eat all the more protein, more fiber, things like that, but it's still individualized, right? So we try to have people take like a journal with them and say, at the end of the round, did you get tired? Write down what hole you got tired on. If you got tired, write down what you had before, write down how you felt after, right? Those kinds of things. So we can say, okay, if I eat this before, I have my best round ever. But if I eat this, I start getting tired at hole 14. If I don't eat, what do? Because people are just different, right? Of course. So we got to make sure we individualize it. Of course, that makes completely sense. No, that makes completely sense. That's one thing, like for myself, and I tell the guys, like, I'll either have a protein shake or like a protein or something, Cliff Bars, just something. Yeah. I'm not gonna have a bag of chips. I'm not gonna have any of that type of shit, salt or soda. You know what I mean? While we're out there, because again, as we said it earlier, we're in Florida. Yeah. We're about to turn. Well, you would think we're in the summer heat now. You know what I mean? But people don't realize it gets really hot in here. If we want to be at the best performance, we got to make sure that we're feeding the body right. Exactly. Yeah. No, 100, man. So what was one of the other questions? I got a few other ones because I really want to hit some things. So for myself, engaging the hip. Okay. Right. What are some, I guess, exercise that you can maybe give some examples of to help with, like, maybe let's say with
club speed or with anything like that, what are some exercises that maybe you can describe real quick for folks that how to really engage in doing that?
Okay, so if we're looking at club head speed, right? I think the biggest thing that people need to, like, I love medicine ball throws, right? Whether it's a chest pass, rotational. I also love box jumps. Box jumps, it is not directly correlated. I mean, it's pretty close. It's more based on how much you weigh and stuff like that too.
Of course.
Because you can have a really big guy that can't jump very high, but he can hit the ball really far. But generally, the higher you can jump, the more power you have, right? We've got ladies jumping at least 2 feet in here, hitting the ball. I've got a lady that's almost 70 that can hit the ball 250 yards.
Wow.
Right? So, we got everything here, right?
Yeah.
But she's been coming for a long time too.
Yeah.
So whether it's medicine balls, chest passes, rotational, whether it's jumping on boxes, lateral bounds, just jumping side to side. Again, learning to absorb the landing so we have balance and then building power out of it. We do lateral bounds with medicine ball throws, whatever's needed.
Yep.
But then it might be a mobility issue. So we might do, there's probably my favorite exercise for all golfers. If you can do this one exercise well, it's going to bode well for your golf game. And that's a single leg deadlift. All right. Balance. Your hips, you want to keep them square. If you can keep them square, you're already doing an internal hip rotation, so you already have the ability to get into the back of your swing. Then you're also hinging. The biggest muscle in our body is our glute max, right? If we want to hit the ball far, we have to use the glutes well. So it is the main muscle being used in a deadlift, right? Our backs are going to get used, our hamstrings, calves, everything, right? It all has to balance and everything like that. But it is the main exercise. If you can get really heavy with that, balancing on one leg, keeping our hips square, I'm pretty sure that you're going to have a pretty good day out at the golf course if you practice.
I've already worked out this morning. I think I'm gonna have to go work out again.
Yeah,
just for that very thing, dude. My God, dude, I cannot emphasize how excited I am to talk to you. I've already said it like 3 or 4 times, bro. Just to engulf and get as much information I can for you and to share with everybody on how important it is for fitness in golf.
Yep.
I mean, it's huge. So do you take on all levels of golfers that want to be in here? I mean, like you already said, you have some ladies that are in their 70s. Do you work with younger kids? And what's your range on who?
We really don't work with juniors, under 13.
Okay.
Mainly because they don't need us. Puberty, I mean, don't get me wrong, they need fitness and exercise, but I'd rather them go outside and run with their friends than worry about coming in here to lift weights, right? Once they start getting to high school age, weights are more plausible. Not that they can't when they're younger.
Yeah.
My kids lift a little bit of weights here and there, right? Yeah. But it's not necessary. I had a dad come to me. It's funny, his son's now a client of ours, but when he first came to me, the kid was 10. He's like, my son plays golf, he plays football, I'm like, so what does he need to do? I'm like, keep playing all those, because he's learning to move so many different ways. Golf is a type of sport where you don't run, but then basketball, you got to move, twist, jump, plant, change directions. Football, depending on what position you're playing, you have to run a lot. So it's just, I was like, you're getting enough. You don't need me. And I think it actually kind of made him step back, wait, I don't. You're telling me to go away.
Exactly, because you're not looking for money.
No,
you're like, it's what's best for the client.
And now they've been clients since for the last 3-ish years.
Too cool.
Yeah, him, his son, and his wife are all clients.
Dude, that is awesome, bro.
But so yeah, we take on anybody, everybody. We have a lot of people that aren't golfers too. You might even, when we're in there, you'll see a picture of a lady riding a horse. It was kind of a thing. So she's an amateur horse rider, and it's the shows, right? Not jumping, like the galloping. Or not the what do you call it? Dressage, right?
Is that what
I think that's what it's called. But it's a very formal, ride. And she was training for it. She needed some help with her hips, her core, things like that, because they're squeezing a horse the whole time, right? So she wanted to strengthen that all up. And she said, hey, if I win this, I'm putting a picture, this event in Kentucky, if I win it, I'm going to put a picture on your wall. I was like, all right, cool. She's an amateur. She's not a pro. She goes in there as the and wins the whole thing, 5th amateur in the last 100 years to win it. right? She comes in, she's like, I'm putting one on the wall. I'm like,
Wow,
it's never
too
it's
cool.
never coming down. Like, it's on the wall.
Too cool.
You know, but so we train people to whatever the goal is. I've got volleyball players, I've got baseball players.
So it's really just, even though it's full torque and you have the golf fitness sign up
Yeah.
there, you'll take on anybody.
I will. Now, I will also point them to somebody else if I think there's somebody better for them, right?
Tracking.
So we don't have a ton of, we help with weight loss, but if people need severe weight loss, like 300, 400, and they need to
I know
lose
what you
weight,
mean. Yep.
I have people that I trust to do that better than I do.
Tracking.
Because
Okay.
we are more mobility and strength people, right? If somebody has a rotator cuff tear, I'm not the guy to see on that, right? I have the physical therapist. If somebody has something else they need a chiro, well, I got the people, right? But it's we can kind of take on whatever's necessary within reason, right?
Of course, yeah.
Especially because we do one-on-one training, but most of our training is what we call small group personal training.
Okay.
So we do 3 people to 1 coach. But where it's 3 people, each person's still doing their exercises, right? So if you, me, and somebody else were all working out and my wife was training us, we could all have different workouts. It's what you need. All we did is make sure that you can count to 10 or 15, whatever, right? We will make sure you're doing the exercise with the proper equipment. So when you come in, it's set up. It's told you it's a country club. When you leave, we clean it. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is come in and execute, right? So you come in, you execute your exercises. We watch over you. We help change weights. We keep track of everything. I've got clients that have been with me for 7, 8 years easy, and I have every workout they've ever done still.
Wow.
You know, I can go back and look and see, are we progressing? Are we getting worse? Has things changed? You know, we do reevaluate, try to every 2-ish programs.
Okay.
Because we want to make sure, are we going the right way, right? Has the goals that they had when we initially set out, have they changed? Have they achieved the goals? Are there new goals, right? What's going on, right? Did we just completely screw up and we went way off the reservation and we have to come back, right? So we always want to make sure we're going where the client needs.
So you're willing to not hold on to a client, but you're willing to accommodate a client as long as they want, even if they're, I wouldn't say stagnant.
Yeah.
But I'm like, as long as they're happy where they're at, you're willing to keep them on as long as...
Yeah, so we have clients that have been here that will be hitting 10 years next year.
Wow.
Right?
Too cool.
But again, like one of the guys that I'm thinking about right now, he's been here with us since 2017 at the old location, and he and his son both work out here. Most of the time I'm like, hey, what's the goal now? You know, when we do it, he's like, keep going. He wants that quality of life. He doesn't want to lose it, you know, so he comes in, he continues his workout. He knows his golf game's good. He's just in the single digits, right? Could he be better? Sure. I always tell people, we make your body move better for golf. I don't teach you how to swing a club. That's not my job.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you and your golf pro want to talk to me and I can say, okay, golf pro, you tell me what's going on that's wrong, or that you see that they need more of, they're not rotating far enough back in their backswing, or their hips aren't moving fast enough. We can work on getting your hips to move faster. We can work on getting better upper and lower separation, right? So it's all dependent on the client.
Wow, you are like you just said it, I think 2 or 3 times now. You are like that private club golf course environment that they can get at a private track, get in here in your club, to making sure that they get the best of the best. And if I can't give you the best, or I can't fit you properly to what we need to do, I'm going to make sure you get the best person, because I'm not about to throw my name out there to somebody else.
No. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's something I definitely don't ever want. I don't want anybody to walk out of here unhappy.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I'm sure there's people that have.
Of course, you can't make
right?
everybody. I mean, it's not going to be 100% all the time.
But I don't want, you know, we know that the best advertisement is always word of mouth.
Of course.
The problem is what word of mouth goes out there more. It's the negative stuff, right?
It's the one that highlights the most. It's always when nobody hears the other stuff.
Yeah, you for every one good one, you hear like 3 bad ones, right? So I want to minimize the bad ones and have more good ones.
No, well, of course, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that is awesome. Dan, I am so proud of you, dude. I mean, I know I just met you. I am so excited to share this conversation with everybody in Tampa Bay and beyond, just for the fact that what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have the expertise, you have the knowledge, and you have the resources to make sure that Full Torque Fitness is going to be able to provide whatever that client may need.
Yeah.
And then more and so.
Yep.
One of the questions I really had was something that you have is the Titleist Performance Institute certification.
Yep.
And this is only the second or third time I've ever heard about it, but maybe there might be other folks that, what are the certifications you might have? I know you already have your degree in exercise science, but like, can you give an example? Like, what does that entail?
So Titleist, we know obviously it's TPI, Titleist. They obviously work with golfers.
Yep.
So back in the late 90s, I believe, they started, along with a guy named Greg Cook, the guys that run TPI, kind of created this certification and this process. Basically, the initial stance of it was to make sure that whether you're a physical therapist, massage therapist, trainer, golf pro, you all spoke the same language, right? So that we could give the best care to the golf, especially pro golfers, right? But then it's the team aspect. That's why I have all these other people, because golfers, especially pros, but everybody, you need a team around you, whether it's the golf pro, trainer, therapist, massage therapist, whatever it is, right? So you want these people around you to take best care of your body, nutritionist, right? All of it. So that was what they started it out as. Then it kind of grew and grew and grew. So Titleist, there's level 1, right? Level 1 is the basic certification that they created where everybody can talk, has a basic evaluation, and again, it just helps you understand. You may have heard about the kinematic sequence, but that's basically how we look at power going from the ground up. You want your hips to move, then your torso, then your arms, then your club, wrist, then club, right? And then the ball and gone. We want it to come that way using ground reaction forces, all that kind of stuff. So they did that. Then they split it off, and they have fitness level 2 and 3. They have medical level 2, 3. They have golf pro level 2, 3.
Oh, wow.
They have junior golfer level 2, 3. And they have now, the newest one is power level 2 and 3. So I went and I got TPI level 3, with the fitness side of it. And then also Golf Digest is funny. They came out with their own certification. So I got their certification as well. Because I was one of the top 50 golf fitness trainers, they gave it to us first. I know what you mean. But yeah, they said, hey, we want our people to check it out, let us know. So we did good stuff there. But yeah, TPI is basically, it initially was just so that the golf pro, the medical, the trainers could all be on the same page. But then it's, okay, let's understand basic, and nothing against any certification out there. It's great in theory, but when you get your practical hands-on, it changes a little, right? So they gave you all the theory and everything behind it. Here's a good step-by-step process to start, but as you get further down in it, not that I don't use that stuff, but like I said, I use parts of it, right? But I have other stuff that I found this works better, right? Through research, anecdotal evidence, all that good stuff.
I mean, and the fact that it all started from you wanted to get out of Kmart. You picked up a couple magazines, some books, and you just could not stop. Yeah. That's awesome, bro.
Yep.
Dude, I really don't have anything else besides I want to do some little editing. We're going to do a little intro in the beginning again. But regardless, dude, is there anything else that you would like to share? Because I'm just excited to get back in there, and I want to take some beef footage and everything. But is there anything you wanted to share or to shout outs or anything like that for yourself?
I'm not a big boastful guy. So it's funny, yes, I'm Golf Digest top 50 actually since 2022. That was the first year I was brought in.
Dude.
I go to the PGA show and I work out there. I didn't go this year because they waited too long, and I was at capacity here and I needed more help. We literally just hired 2 more trainers.
Wow.
So, we're doing good, but any golfer out there, honestly, whether or not we ever train you, and we can train people anywhere in the country. We have online training platforms as well. Get evaluated, whether it's by me or some other golf fitness professional, just because you'll be surprised. Like, you're thinking, oh, I can't do this swing, or I can't do this that my golf pro wants me to. Sometimes just a little bit of exercise and a little bit of movement can go a long way. So, when people come in here, I want them to move better, feel better, all that good stuff. I need them to move however they need for their golf swing. But like, whether or not you work out with us for 10 years or for a month, right? I want you to come in, get evaluated so that we can help your golf game be as great as it can be. Especially if you're like around a 15 handicap, man, the stuff that we can do to take you from a 15 to a less than a 10, get you in those single digits, it's pretty big.
Wow. Okay. You sold me, my guy. I might have to drive out here. It's quite a trek. It's like about an hour drive. But man, we'll have to talk offline.
Yes, sir.
Dude, that is awesome because I already know I don't use my hip enough. I'm always just trying to power through the arms with my upper body. I know I could be so much better in the fact that I work out, do all these things. I know I can unlock so much more distance. Yeah. I know I can. I just don't know. Like I said, I've got the two shoulder surgeries, the torn distal bicep, all that jazz. I know I'm broken, and I just don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Just need a little bit of movement and some consistency.
Consistency, yes.
That's a
exactly.
big word. And that's a huge one for golfers. How many times do you go and you practice out on the range? But if you want to make a swing change, you have to be consistent. Of course. If you want to be a really good golfer, you have to be consistent. If you want the gym, whether it's my gym or somewhere else, to work, you have to be consistent. If you want nutrition to work, you have to be consistent.
Very
I know
true.
it sucks, but it's true.
No, it very much so. I mean, and you said it right there on the money is like, if you want to be a good golfer, it's consistency. You might, like we talked about earlier, you might have that one great shot. You know what, damn it, let's have multiple great shots over and over and over again. That way then you feel better. Yep. You know what I mean? Of course that one great shot's great. Damn it, I want the consistency of being a good golfer. Yep. You know what I mean? And now with the whole fitness and whatever the hell I'm trying to do with this body. Yeah, brother. Dude, I think this is number 4, but or maybe 5, I can't remember. I greatly appreciate you again being on the podcast, my guy. Absolutely. Sharing your journey, sharing your fitness center. I can't wait to get in there again. But before I let you go, I do something I have on the podcast. As you know, it's your friendly and abashed cup cutter, or your fuck. All my guests are my fuck buddies. Okay. So with that said, I do have a little gift for you. I do have my little, when you get out, a chance to get out there. Absolutely. I do have a little ball marker for you there, sir, that says your Fuck Golf Podcast, and a ball marker that I have from Marker Craft, Ed Koskowski. He's awesome. He does all my ball markers and divot tools, and your Fuck Golf Podcast with your fuck buddy with the shaka on it. So, sir, these are for you. Again, just a little something small, something simple. Absolutely. So I greatly appreciate you, man, being on the podcast. And that's number 5. That's number 5. You're good. There it is. So real quick, before we actually let you go, where can people go to learn about Full Torque? Okay, so you can go to our website, fulltorquefitness.com. I'll put it right here. The new website should be up any day now. Okay. But you can go on there and check out whatever we have on there. Instagram, Full Torque Fitness. Okay. Facebook, Full Torque Fitness. You can call 727-351-5164 or text it. It goes right to my cell phone. And yeah. Awesome. I'll make sure I put all this information right here. It's all on the website too. Yeah. I'll make sure I put everything down right here for everybody. And that's it, man. That's all I got. Yeah. I can't wait to get in there. Look forward to helping a couple of you golfers out there. Awesome. I love it. Well, folks, this has been an amazing conversation. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. With that being said, this has been your friendly and abashed cup cutter. Don't be shy. Come say hi. Bro, that's number 6 now. Dude,
Your friendly unabashed cup cutter. I slice through